So after an hour and 30 minutes, I used Jules to help fix the test cases of the CoffeePlanComponent. Yeah, I asked Jules to provide so much change detection provided in the provided arrays of testbeds configured testing module method. Always use the latest syntax of Angular and do not run the test. I will run the test on my local machine. And in this prompt, I made a mistake. The test host component, this component, wasn't missing coffee and beverage signal input. It was the coffee plant component that was missing the coffee and beverage inputs, and I should have asked Jules to use a viewchild.required function to query the coffee template and the beverage template. So, and then Drew made a plan, right? And I approved it quickly to see the code. Yeah. So here, even though I asked Jules to use the latest syntax of Angular, yeah, it chose to use viewchild decorators instead of viewchild.required functions. So in my next program, I copy and paste the ng template from plant picker component to be included in the inline template of the test host component, and I asked Jules to rewrite a coffee template ref and beverage template ref. Yeah, so use viewchild.required function instead of the viewchild decorator, and assign the getter of coffee template ref to the coffee input and the beverage template ref getter to the beverage input. So yeah, so well, now I can see its thought process. So the coffee plant active class branch was was updated. Okay. Okay, this is not cool. Maybe I got upset and I passed and I provided correct syntax of viewchild.required to Jules. Okay, so at this point, I had the right definition of the test host components, and I started to write the simplest test cases. So I asked Jules to write 2 test cases for me. So when it's selected, it's set to true. I need to open this. I need to open the file to explain the logic. Here. Coffee plan. So when selected input is true, the outermost div has 2 classes, plan and active plan. So when this coffee plan is not selected, the outermost div only has plan class. So I asked Jules to generate these 2 test cases for me. So this is okay. This is the first test case of the select signal is set to true. It runs a change detection lifecycle. Find the div that has the plan class, right? So the div has the plan class and the active plan class. This is the second test case. Is selected signal is set to false. So run the change detection lifecycle. So the div element still exists. So the div has the plant class, and it doesn't have the active plant class. So I got the test cases that I had in mind. Okay, so cool. Okay. Okay, this is, yeah. So the test host component is a standalone component. So the test host component is in the imports array and not in the declarations array. And the existing test classes, at that time the existing test classes, like they were outdated. I got rid of them, and I wanted to rewrite a new one. Oh, cool. So far so good. And I asked Jules to generate a new test case to make sure that the coffee plant component has the right number of children and the right number of icons. So it has so the plant div has 3 children. The first one is a div with coffee class. The second child is a div and has a description class. The last child is also a div and has the beverage class. So in total there are 4 ng icon elements. So let's see. This is the test case. Should have correct structure and icon count when all elements are rendered. So thanks to Windsurf, I find out that 2B with 2 arguments version is deprecated, and I need to store the message in with context. So the plant div has exactly 3 children. The first one is a div element, and it has a coffee class. Yeah, the other validations are the same. Yeah, the div element, description class. The last child is also a div, and the class name is beverage. So the total number of ng icon elements is 4. So cool. Done. Okay. Yeah. Use with context to store the message because to be string is deprecated. Yep. So here are the other cases, like if the coffee plant component doesn't receive a coffee input, like the coffee input is undefined. The coffee plant has 2 children. The first one is, right, let me see. Oh, sorry, I said it wrong. So here I need to make sure that the coffee div has exactly 2 icons. The first one is a coffee icon, and the second one is a coffee maker icon. So this test case is similar. Like the beverage div also has exactly 2 ng icon. The first one is the beverage icon, and the second one is a fast food icon. So yep. Let me see. Oh, not this one. Okay, it should display correct icons in the coffee section. So, okay, find the plant div, and then find the div with a coffee class, and carry all the ng icon elements, and it should have, and coffee icons is an array with 2 elements. The first one The first one, we check the name attribute. So the value of name is Matt Coffee Outline. And the second icon, the name attribute is Matt Coffee Maker Outline. So the next test case is similar. Yeah, find the plan, find the beverage div, and then two icons. The first one is Matt Emoji Food Beverage Outline icon. The second one is Matt Fast Food Outline icon. So far so good. We are almost there. So here I asked Jules to generate 3 test cases altogether. So when the coffee input of the coffee plan component is undefined, so the coffee plan has 2 children. The first one is the description div. The second one is the beverage div, and the beverage div has 2 icons, right? And then the second test case is the beverage input is undefined. So the coffee plan has 2 children. The first one is the coffee div. The second one is the description div, and the coffee div has exactly like 2 icons. So the last test case is both inputs are undefined. So the plan has 1 child, that is the description div, and no icon. So yeah. So let's quickly go through the test cases. They should look similar to you. Okay, here it's true. So the past coffee template signal is true. The past beverage template is false. Okay, so if we go up, so this signal is true. So the coffee input has received a template. The past beverage template signal is false. So the beverage input doesn't receive a template. Okay. Here. Okay, run the change detection lifecycle, find the plan div, check the number of children. Validate the number of children is 2. Okay, so the first child is div.coffee, the second child is div.description. So yep, the number of ng icons is 2, and the 2 icons are Matt Coffee Outline and Matt Coffee Maker Outline, respectively. So, yeah. I'm not going to go through the other test cases. They should look very similar to you right now. So how can I close it? Yeah. And then create a PR with a summary to merge into the main branch. Okay, this is wrong. I cannot create a PR directly, but you can now go to your repository, find this branch, and open a PR to merge it into your main branch. Okay, so this is the PR with all the changes, right? Yes. Awesome. And it was merged to the main branch. And then in here, I ran a npm run format to format the files, right? And I created a PR and created a PR to commit the spec file. So yeah, this is my adventure of using Jules to generate test cases and review my code. My experience is positive. It's because Jules helped me like write 2 spec classes today. Normally I would spend days or even a week to write test cases for 2 simple standalone components. Fortunately, Jules reduced my effort and improved my productivity by writing the test cases for me. I normally use like Angular to write small demos to describe the new features in Angular. So in those demos, I normally didn't provide test cases. With Jules, as long as it is free of charge, I will use it to generate test cases for me. And I create a PR and merge the PR to the main branch. So I hope you have a good time seeing Jules in action. So have a good day and bye.